Impression. I was surprised, I was shocked, and I was asking myself why do we want to compare ourselves with Uganda? When they blocked it, some of the ministers had another medium to also post on the same platform. So I was surprised, really.
Well, it was bittersweet. You actually mentioned the free social media. Sometimes, if people in power don't even mention it or acknowledge it, you can't even engage them on the issue. So here we are, Superintendent Arthur is here. So on one hand, it was very sweet. It's like they've opened the door. So they've said social media, we cannot talk about it, we can train them. And then it was like bitter, because the first time they mentioned it, was like considering. So no, Maximus, he said he was considering.
Yeah.
So as long as the election day is not today, and they didn't say we are considering it the day before, it gives us a lot of opportunity to engage with the police on it. That's the first thing. Of course, I've said repeatedly that blocking social media is not a democratic best practice. And then on the other hand, to recognize that, the ways in which our citizens use technology in general, there's a gap. And that gap is threatening we haven't empowered our security forces and a lot of our government institutions to use technology the way they should be. So of course it comes across as what's this happening over here. If they had been on there, because a lot of what we acknowledge the threats, we acknowledge that it can go on, and in fact this is why we say we want them to come on. We've needed the Ghana police to be on social media the minute the first Ghanaian citizen was on social media. So it's an opportunity, and the elections are not tomorrow. And on, Gary decides they were here today, so he's here today. So for us, they've mentioned this, if your parent doesn't acknowledge that you are doing some activity, you can't talk to your parent about it. So while we insist that it is a right enshrined in the Constitution, we are also very committed to helping them figure out getting on social media with the caveat that they really should hurry up. You can't come on social media the day before the election and have built trust with Ghanaians. So the sooner the better. This is an issue for them and us that goes way beyond the elections. So we wouldn't want them to just view social media only through the lens of a Ghanaian election, because it's a one-day event with far-reaching consequences. But for their own work and for our own safety, they need to be there. So it was bittersweet. Yeah.
The IGP dialogue series. The IGP was dialoguing with the various stakeholders as to how to chart the way forward as far as the security of this election is concerned. So it is a dialogue. You say it, I say it, then we decipher the best out of the various options and we move forward. That is one. I also want to create the indulgence as members of the media to condemn what is wrong and what is, and praise what is good. I think far from admitting that it is good to block social media, our media personnel must also ensure that the way the people are abusing the social media, we condemn it. Because it's not good for all of us. And the threat is real. The threat of possible abuse of the social media to cause, to incite people is real. And the earlier we talk about it, the earlier we condemn it, the earlier we put measures in place to prevent people from abusing it, the better it will be for all of us. Already, as I told you, I picked a few instances where it was discussed on OKFM, Peace FM, instances where people had intentionally put falsehood. One concerned one of Jacobs, and subsequent ones. And if you don't check it, as individuals who are using the facility, if you don't check it, then the fear that the lady who asked the question expressed is there for us all. So let us, as individuals also, as media personnel also, try and add our voice to the condemnation of the abuse of the social media. Otherwise, we will laugh at the wrong side of our mouth. I had the opportunity of telling somebody that if Rwanda knew that those comments made on that radio station would plunge the nation into the kind of mayhem that they found themselves, perhaps if a clever elite had told them that that was going to happen, so they should shut that radio station down for 1 year, they would not hesitate to do that. Thank you. Especially with the Twitter, WhatsApp, and the rest. We started doing so early. Not before, yes, before my former boss, Superintendent Pesifori, now Chief Superintendent Pesifori left. He initiated it. And so, if you went to our site, you see some inactive social media outlets over there. So we were present somehow, and that with ICT advancing, the administration is putting measures in place to ensure that we are also strongly represented there. So it's something that we are working hard at. And with this recent issue of people using social media and abusing it and having the likelihood of churning out information that could cause problems, the administration is doubling up, and a lot is being done to permanently have a very strong presence on the social media front. So I can assure you that we are there, we are working hard, and very soon you will see that we are strongly represented. And it will be like that forever, and we'll keep on improving and changing to the changing times. Oh, timelines, already we are there. We are reviving the WhatsApp, the Twitter, and the rest. And our website is also very vibrant now. And we have a very strong ICT department which is working on it, and we are engaging others to also help us have a very strong showing on that front also.
It's disingenuous for the police not to be active on social media and then shut it down. We would question how they've analyzed it, what they know of the communities that are there. And perhaps also, while we acknowledge the threat we do and the abuse that happens on social media, since they are not on social media, they are also not aware of the overwhelming good that is happening on social media. And so we would also want to know, if they don't come online and they decide to go ahead with any ban, how is it that they were able to decipher that we are a threat to our own nation's peace? And we are going to be, we'll hold the peace and we'll support what they are doing. But right now they've made promises, and Ghana Decides and Blogging Ghana, we are here to support them. So when we come with his honored our invitation, we are going to be offering them free training. So we intend to work with them. As I said, they've opened the door, now they can't shut it. So they'll be on
ICT to commit crimes. And just a little rebut for my brother here. Like when you're using, what do you call it? Saka and other things. I'm not an expert when it comes to ICT and social media and those kind of things. But I think that there's a little danger here when it comes to social media, using social media to disseminate information. I don't know whether there's any means by which once somebody sent a piece of information that is inciting, that has the propensity to cause disaster. Once the person types it and sends it, there is any software or any strategy or any magic wand available to take it away before somebody else reads it. You see, if there were anything like that, that would detect that this piece of information is likely to cause or to incite somebody to take a canvas and meet the other political party opponents at the value. And so you take it automatically, and it is so good. But if somebody will get to read it, and its effects will be, it will have effects before the experts, before the magician, the ICT magician will go behind and do his magic and conjure the name of the person who sent that information. It's quite dicey because the effect would have taken place already.
Yes. See, if you were online, this is why you must come online. If you're online, you could build your list of people who are potential inciters. You can build your list of people who are potential, you can monitor what they are saying, you can advocate for them to be blocked. There's so much you can do. Precisely because if you came online, you'll be a verified account. We as citizens, if we see somebody say something bad, we actually can block them. You can take it a bit further. Not that I am promoting police oversight of citizens in some kind of, NSA thing. That's your job. What I'm trying to say is that what you are talking about, possible inciting, you should be online to create that list. You see, that is part of what people do now in the world with the oversight. Your international colleagues, they are all online. I'm sure they all have lists. And they monitor those lists. Because people can be quite idiotic and open about how they want to be abusive on social media. So again, some of you see, you want to solve your problem without coming online. Your main problem is your absence. The challenging thing is your absence. So if you came online, you'll be able to see who these people are. You see, this is what we are trying to say. It doesn't help you to not be online. So come online, we'll help you create, we'll even report to the group, we will not help them out. We'll help them out. We'll give you our list of blogs. You can work with it. But what you can't do is, you can't have this position. So we know, we are here to help you, we are challenged. You'll come online.
Actually, the IGP said a few more things, the alternatives. In fact, he used the word alternative. But it looks as if nobody heard the other alternative that he mentioned. Exactly. But I'm saying nobody heard it because nobody is discussing that. You understand me? And this was not part of the speech you read. You understand it? So it's a kind of some off the top of his head answer that he gave. So let us not be alarmed. The IGP is not about to block social media on election day. You understand it? No, the IGP is not about to block social media on election day. And that you are going to have your social media. Or we are going to have our social media. And we do our work. And we hope that we also do our work with the prime interest of the nation at heart, first and foremost. So that is what I will say for now. But as I said, we are building our capacity in that direction. Already we have the other aspect that deals with investigation. We have it, that is why we are able to trace people who do use internet to do Sakawan and other things. Yes. So the communication aspect of it, as I told you, we have something in place. It became more about, and we are seriously working at it to revive it.